According to Biden's campaign, the sold-out event was the largest fundraiser in history, raising $25 million, with some supporters paying up to $500,000 for perks, including a photo op with the three presidents by renowned photographer Annie Leibovitz. The night included appearances by several celebrities, including Mindy Kaling, Stephen Colbert, Lizzo, and Queen Latifah. The event taking on a humorous tone at times, with three presidents donning aviator sunglasses to end the night in a nod to Biden's signature look. But the three were also faced with the seriousness of world events as protesters shouted at several different moments, some yelling, "Blood is on your hands," referring to the high death toll in Gaza from the war. Protesters also gathered outside Radio City Music Hall, where some clashed with police. All three presidents commented on the ongoing war, saying Biden is continuing to work on a two-state solution and protecting civilian lives in Gaza. Former President Donald Trump, the presumptive Republican nominee, was also in New York on Thursday. Trump attended a wake on Long Island for a New York City police officer who was killed during a traffic stop earlier this week. Our Lauren Taylor has more on Trump's appearance on SAN.com. Today marks 1 year since Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich was taken prisoner in Russia, detained on allegations of espionage, charges the reporter, the newspaper, and the U.S. government all deny. The Journal making sure Gershkovich is not forgotten, leaving a large blank space on today's front page with the headline reading, "His story should be here, a year in Russian prison, a year of stolen stories, stolen joys, stolen memories, the crime, journalism." The Journal's editor-in-chief, Emma Tucker, writing a letter in today's edition saying, Evan has shown remarkable willpower, strength, and even humor during his wrongful detention. We are amazed at his and his family's steadfastness in the face of such a harrowing ordeal. But their fortitude doesn't change the fact that Evan's detention is a blatant attack on the rights of the free press at a time when evidence abounds around the globe of the vital role that quality journalism plays in our society's understanding of world events and in bearing witness to history. There has not been a trial date set for Gershkovich. The Biden administration has approved $60 million in federal aid to Maryland after Tuesday's deadly collapse of a Baltimore bridge. Immediately following the cargo ship's deadly collision, President Biden committed to a rapid rebuild of the bridge, which is critical to the port of Baltimore and the regional economy. Maryland Governor Wes Moore is focusing on recovery operations and navigating the logistical challenges to reopen the port and restore the vital transportation link. Moore says the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is bringing in the Eastern Seaboard's largest crane to help remove the wreckage. The emergency relief funds will cover debris removal, detour setup, emergency repair, and reconstruction efforts. An 8-year-old child was the only survivor of a bus crash that killed 45 people in South Africa on Thursday. Authorities say the bus was carrying worshipers heading to an Easter festival when it veered off a bridge on a mountain pass, the bus plunging into a ravine before bursting into flames. The child was taken to the hospital where he was receiving treatment for serious injuries. Authorities say it appears the driver lost control of the bus. Search operations for the victims are ongoing. The U.S. House of Representatives is set to send 2 impeachment articles against Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas to the Senate on April 10th. In a letter to Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, House Speaker Mike Johnson and others called on Schumer to schedule a trial expeditiously. Impeached federal officials face Senate trials to decide on their removal. Last month, the House narrowly impeached Mayorkas on charges of failing to enforce U.S. immigration laws and making false statements to Congress. Mayorkas says he's not responsible for the border crisis, instead pointing to a broken immigration system that Congress has failed to repair. According to Schumer, senators will be sworn in as jurors following the impeachment article's delivery. The House and Senate are currently on a 2-week break. Finally this morning, Philadelphia Eagles lineman Landon Dickerson recently became the highest paid guard in the NFL, signing a record 4-year contract worth $87 million. Earlier this month, he said he'd used some of his earnings on buying a new lawnmower, and this week he proved to be a man of his word. Dickerson posting to Instagram images and videos of him riding his new purchase, which appeared to be one that retails for $15,000. Dickerson and the Eagles opened their season on September 6th in Brazil in the first NFL regular season game to be played in that country, and he'll likely leave the mower at home. These are your top stories for this Friday. Unbiased, straight facts, that's Straight Arrow News. We'll see you back here on Monday. Until then, I'm Kara Rucker. Have a great weekend.